I'm so excited. Today is such an exciting day. So I'm gonna go ahead and film this intro in my car because the baby's asleep inside and I don't want to wake her up, so. But today is so exciting because I'm finally getting my septum pierced. I've been wearing fake septums since like 2018, so it's been a good 3 years that I've been wanting a septum piercing. I can't believe that the day is finally here, that I get to have my septum pierced. I'm also going to be changing my date piercing out for a smaller one, but obviously the septum piercing is the most exciting part of today. I just wanted a smaller one in there because I can't wear headphones right now with how big that it's in there. I don't know if you can see. I'll go ahead and put clips in here of close-ups of my date here, but it's just too big to put headphones in. It's also been about a year and a half since I've gotten it, so I just want something new. If you can see, maybe it's just a full ring in there. There's no like clasp or clicker or anything like that for me to be able to take it out on my own. So we'll go ahead and switch that out. The reason that I've had to wait for 3 years too is because my mom is not fully on board with the septum piercing. She's fine with everything else, she just doesn't want facial piercings on me. But now that I'm 18, I'm able to do it myself and pay for it myself. So I think it's a good decision. I mean, I've been wanting one for 3 years. She is still super supportive though. All day today she's been making sure that I've been comfortable and I'm not nervous and that I'm prepared for this, which is really sweet of her that even though she's not fully on board, she still supports me. I'm mostly excited, but I am a little bit nervous about the pain. So when I got my doubles done, these were about a 6 out of 10 for me, and I do have a pretty high pain tolerance when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I think it's because she didn't just go through the lobe here, she went through a bit of cartilage because I wanted it to end where this divot is on my ear. So I think that's why that these hurt a little bit more. My date was about a 2 out of 10. Honestly, didn't really feel it. They always say that the clamp that they use for piercings hurt more than the actual piercing, and that is very true. The little clamp that they use feels like those meat mallet things, just squeezing on your skin. I think that the same is going to be with my septum, that the clamp is going to hurt more than the piercing. I'm more nervous about them changing my date out than I am about getting my nose pierced because they have to dig in there and just finagle it around and wrestle with it till it wants to come out. And I think that's pretty much it. And I think I'm pretty prepared. I think I'm ready mentally. I mean, how do you prepare for a needle to be shoved through your face? I'm not really sure, but let's go ahead and get that needle shoved through my face. Why are you wearing your mask?
I'm prepared.
COVID can come out at any corner. There it goes, across the street. This is the last time that I could do this, and this, and this, and this.
Asha, what do you think about Lindsay getting her septum pierced? Yeah? Do you think she should do it? Do you want your septum pierced?
That's a cry.
The elephant. Asha's so cute in her matching outfit. Okay, let's go stab a needle through my face.
I'm gonna place my clamp, sit nice and tall, nice and still, okay? Drop your chin a tiny bit.
There's a place down the road where we can waste the whole afternoon. that she was 19. She's got a fake ID and a nose ring. Those kind of girls tend to know things better than I do. And I'm dying to figure out what she's hiding. Just playing it cool, but she's lying better than I do.
Okay, first, this was in my ear. Are you ready?
Looks cool.
And then my ear. I got spikes on my nose.
Feels like a night to carry a tune. I've been carrying yours since you wrecked my room. And I've got nothing to do, neither do you.
Okay, it's been a week since I got my septum pierced, and I know that it's like a little crooked right now. I just don't want to move it because it's sore and it hurts. But I've been doing salt soaks every morning and night since I gotten it, and that does help with the soreness. I noticed that if I do move it though, it's sore for like a good 3 or 4 hours after I moved it, and then it dies down. I haven't noticed any swelling in there. On the third morning that I woke up though, I did have a little bit of blood when I woke up, which is normal with me with piercings. When I got my daith done, the same thing happened on the third day. It was filled with blood. I just cleaned it out and it didn't bleed after that. I'll go ahead and insert some footage and some pictures of my daith when it was filled like that. And then I'll go ahead and put in some video of my nosebleed. So here's a little warning for people who do not like blood. I am going to be showing the blood just so you can see. It wasn't a lot, it was just a little bit of blood that came out. When I got it pierced, I would say that the pain was a 1 out of 10. Now, like I said before, I do have a high pain tolerance, so that might just be me. But I didn't feel the needle go in at all. And I was correct. The clamps did hurt more than the piercing. The clamps were like a 3 out of 10. They didn't hurt that bad. But the actual piercing itself was a 1. I would say it's a 0 out of 10. But for people who don't have a very high pain tolerance, I would say it's like a 1 out of 10. You don't feel it at all, and if you do feel anything, it's over in a few seconds. So that's a plus. Her changing my daith was like a 4 out of 10 for me, just because, like I said, she had to dig around in there and wrestle with it until it wanted to come out. But here's my daith now. It's a little bumblebee in there. One thing that I did notice I did not think about when getting my septum is the amount of things that your nose gets in the way of. For example, eating apples, corn on the cob, anything like that hurt so bad the first couple days I got this. Also, wearing a mask hurts. One more thing that I didn't necessarily consider when getting my septum is if my glasses rest too low on my nose. So basically, I'll insert a diagram here of where your septum is on your nose, but it's basically at the very tippity top of the round part right here. So when my glasses, if they sink down to that level, it does hurt and I can feel it in my piercing. I was also very scared to sneeze. When I had to sneeze the first time after getting my septum, I was terrified. I thought it was gonna hurt so bad, but I just had to let myself do it because if I didn't sneeze then I would never sneeze because I'd be too scared. But sneezing doesn't hurt at all. I don't feel it at all when I sneeze. It doesn't hurt at all. If I knock my nose when I sneeze, that's what hurts, is me knocking it, but not the actual sneeze itself. All those things I didn't even consider when getting my septum. I will say I have had no trouble with sleeping. I thought that I would have trouble with sleeping and accidentally hitting it in my sleep because I move a lot when I sleep, and I typically wake up on my face in the morning. But I haven't been waking up on my face. Maybe my body just knows not to do that because it'll hurt a lot. I think that it is healing very well. I definitely recommend getting a septum piercing if you want one. They're so cute. A great way to have a facial piercing, and if you don't want a hole in your face after you take it out, then you don't need one or you can just flip it up and you can't even see it. So I definitely recommend septum piercings. I'm very pleased with mine. I'm very happy with mine. And yeah, that's it.